With the famous battle in Hastings, when the English were defeated by the Normans under the William the Conqueror, we come to the eventful epoch of the Norman conquest. The epoch can be called eventful not only in national, social, political, and human terms, but also in linguistic terms. England became a bilingual country, and the impact on the English vocabulary made over this 200 years period is immense. French words from the Norman dialect penetrated every aspect of social life. Here is a very brief list of Norman French borrowings. Administrative words: state, government, parliament, council, power. Legal terms: court, judge, justice, crime, prison. Military terms: army, war, soldier, officer, battle, enemy. Educational terms: pupil, lesson, library, science, pen, pencil. Everyday life was also affected by the powerful influence of French words. For example, table, plate, saucer, dinner, supper, river, autumn, uncle. The Renaissance period. In England, as in all European countries, this period was marked by significant developments in science, art, culture, and also by a revival of interest in the ancient civilizations of Greece and Rome and their languages. Hence, there occurred a considerable number of Latin and Greek borrowings. In contrast to the earliest Latin borrowings, the 1st century before Christ, the Renaissance ones were rarely concrete names. They were mostly abstract words, such as major, minor, moderate, intelligent, permanent, to elect, to create. There were naturally numerous scientific and artistic terms: datum, status, phenomena, philosophy, method, music. The same is true of Greek Renaissance borrowings: atom, cycle, ethics, aesthete. The Renaissance was a period of extensive cultural contacts between the major European states. Therefore, it was only natural that new words also entered the English vocabulary from other European languages. The most significant ones were French borrowings. This time they came to the Parisian dialect of French and are known as Parisian borrowings. Examples: regime, routine, machine, police, ballet, matinee, scene, technique, bourgeois, etc. Italian also contributed a considerable number of words to English, such as piano, violin, opera, alarm, kernel. The historical survey is far from complete. Its aim is to give just a general idea of the ways in which English vocabulary developed. There are certain structural features which enable us to identify some words as borrowings and even to determine the source language. And now let us deal with borrowed affixes. The suffix in: communion, legion, opinion, session, union. The suffix tion: relation, revolution, starvation, temptation, unification. The suffix at: appreciate, create, congratulate. The remnant suffix ct: act, conduct, collect, connect. So they are all Latin affixes. The remnant suffix de: applaud, divide, exclude, include. The prefix dis: disable, distract, disagree. The suffix able: detestable, curable. The suffix at: accurate, desperate, graduate. The suffix ant, arrogant, constant, important. The suffix ant, absent, convenient, decent, evident. The suffix or, major, minor, junior, senior. The suffix l, cordial, final, fraternal, maternal. The suffix r, lunar, solar, familiar. And some French affixes. So now let us read words, and you can have a look at affixes. Arrogance, endurance, hindrance, consequence, intelligence, patience, appointment, development, experiment, courage, marriage, passage, village. Tigress, lioness, actress, curious, dangerous, joyous, serious, enable, enact, enslave. And now let us say that modern scholars estimate the percentage of borrowed words in the English vocabulary as 65–70%, which is, you must agree, exceptionally high figure. This anomaly is explained by the country's eventful history and by its many international contacts. On a straight vocabulary count, considering the high percentage of borrowed words, one would have to classify English as a language of international origin, or at least a Romance one, as French and Latin words prevail, yes? But here another factor comes into play, the relative frequency of occurrence of words, and it is under the heading that the native Anglo-Saxon heritage comes into its own. The native element comprises a large number of high-frequency words, like the articles, prepositions, pronouns, conjunctions, auxiliaries, and also words denoting everyday objects and ideas, such as house, water, go, come, eat, good, bad, etc. Furthermore, the grammatical structure is essentially Germanic, having remained unaffected by foreign influence.